all that you are. Love penetrates through all that you are. Love is all you are. And I may never know exactly what you go through. I may never know just exactly what you go through. But there's one thing I'll always share with you. I'll share with you. I'll share with you, yes. You are always loved.
Good morning. Thank you for joining me in meditation this morning. If you haven't already done so, please feel free to silence your cell phone, as I am doing. So as we take this opportunity this morning to simply be still, I invite you to place your focus gently on your breath. Feeling the gentle in and out of your breath allows you to become present in this moment. As our breath is always present in this moment. The gentle in and out of our breath is the wheel of life, coming and going, giving and receiving. With each breath, feel your body become more relaxed. Feel your shoulders soften and your face relax. Feel your feet gently on the floor, your body supported by the chair. And simply let go of whatever you are holding on to this morning. Whatever or simply be. Bringing your attention back to your breath. You are a piece of a larger piece. Keeping your attention gently on your breath. Allow the thoughts to come and go just like your breath. Allow the sounds to come and go just like your breath. Be still and be at peace. allow your breath to deepen, your body to relax even more. Feel the stillness and the peace. Just for a moment, setting aside everything but this moment. So pointing your breath at the center of your attention, begin again to feel your body and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Feel the chair gently supporting you. Take one deep breath and let it go. As you shuttle back into this room and into this time, we carry this sense of peace throughout our day and throughout our week. We are turning to it anytime that we need, because it says always there. And so it is. Thank you for joining me in meditation this morning.
Shine, be glorious, reflect thy divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect thy divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light. I open my heart, even in the dark. The light of my God always shines bright, even in the night. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, Lord. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, Lord. They open my heart this miracle day. The love of my God gives me it all the good I can take. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Shine, be glorious, let me be reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, spirit divine, let me shine your light.
This is my worship, this is my offering. In every moment, I withhold nothing. I'm learning to trust you, even when I can't see it. And even in suffering, I have to believe it. If you say it's wrong, then I'll say no. If you say release, I'm letting go. If you're in it with me, I'll begin. And when you say to jump, I'm diving in. If you say be still, then I will wait. If you say to trust, I will obey. I don't wanna follow my own ways. I'm done chasing feelings. Spirit, lead me. Oh, Spirit, lead me. It felt like a burden, but once I could grasp it, you took me further, further than I was asking. And simply to see you, it's worth it all. My life is an altar. Let your fire fall. If you say it's wrong, is all I've got. I have to believe you still bring water from the rock to satisfy my thirst, to love me at my worst. And even when I don't remember, you remind me of my word. I don't trust my ways, I'm trading in my thoughts. I lay down everything, 'cause you're all that I want. I've landed on my knees, this is the cup you have for me. And even when it don't make sense, I'm gonna let your spirit I'm gonna let your spirit lead. I'm gonna let your spirit lead. I wanna let your spirit lead. Come on, sing it out. Here we go. If you say it's wrong, then I'll say no. If you say release, I'm letting go. If you're in it with me, I'll begin. And when you say to jump, I'm diving in. If you say be still, then I will wait. If you say to trust, I will obey. You're the only truth, the life, the way. I'm done chasing feelings.
Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God.
thinking and I'm thinking, what's the reason why we holding back from being kind? What's the disease? But then I sense we are fine. It'll all happen one small step at a time. When the world is full of violence and it needs a little kindness, I just sit and pray in silence, and God shows me the signs. Open my eyes, realize we are fine. One small act at a time. Last night I'm walking home and the homeless man says hello with a smile to let me know that he's got a lot of hope. He says, have faith, young man, we are fine. The world is kind. One small act at a time. Small acts we do together, even though maybe alone, changes the world for the better, so we can call it home. And this is life as we know, when our hearts are aligned, the magic that unfolds, one small act at a time. Throw your hearts up, let it fly high, let your love for all the world spread through the skies. Let it drop down, let it all go, spreading kindness to every single living soul. Can you see your love for me shining through? Cause what you see in me, I can see in you. And soon enough, you and me will be out of time, and kindness will be all we can leave behind. Yeah. Feeling grateful today, never thought this day would come where I would feel it and say that each and every one of us has paved the way doing good, and now we're all just moving up. When I'm kind to you, you pay it forward. This is how we build trust. Never had faith, but now I'm seeing you. I wanna gift you my life, wanna spread love before I die. Thank you, God, for finally letting me realize when I serve man, I'm really serving you in disguise. Smiles everywhere, cause now everybody's got the bug. Ain't no life without the love. If it is, it ain't no fun. What we gonna do now? Just grab a friend and give a hug. Spread it out real wide so everyone can be touched. Throw your hearts up, let it fly high, let your love for all.
Good morning. Hey, that was a pretty good response. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Beaumont. We're going to begin our service with our monthly song, All the Good, by Jana Starfield. Play the video. Play the video.
I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do. No puedo hacer all the good, todo lo bueno that the world, que el mundo necesita. But the world, todo el mundo necesita all the good, todo lo bueno that I can do. Que puedo hacer. Je ne peux pas faire all the good, tout le bien that the world, dont le monde a besoin. But the world, tout le monde a besoin needs all the good, de tout le bien that I can do, que je peux lui faire. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. Ngôn mai nang mong suk sai gai dan ngor nang jun bang hin. I cannot do Lagdar amalu all the good that the world al alam needs.
suku unante de kina I sorerimo kito de kayo suku kitori ni nereru.
I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do.
1, 2, 3, 4. There I am. Good morning. My name is Reverend Carrie Masters, and I am so happy to welcome everyone who is here in our building and everyone who is with us online. And I'm even welcoming this morning all of those of you who watch us on YouTube either today or sometime during the week. You know, you can take us home with you. Yeah, and listen to us online on YouTube after the service. So this morning, I am so excited for so many reasons because we've just got a lot of good stuff going on. And so if you are here with us for the very first time, we want to invite you to pick up a blue welcome packet that's on the back table back there. And it has a lot of information, and it has a little form for you to fill out so you can give us your email address, and you can even check the box that says, I would like to be on your email list. So try that today. And if you are here for the second, third, or 45th time, thank you for coming back. Now, let's take a moment to read our vision statement together. Should be up on the screen. CSLB is an inclusive and transformative community of spiritual practice. Yes, and one of those practices is giving and receiving. But I want you to know that we've received another thank you letter from, this one is from HELP Incorporated. HELP stands for Hope, Empathy, Love, and Prayer. They do a lot of good work in our community. And we received this thank you note because the church tithed to them $500. Yes, yes. And Patrick Patrick of HELP says, your generous donation will be used to augment our food pantry, which provides a monthly basket of food to qualifying low-income individuals living between Calamasa and Cabazon, including Whitewater and Poppet Flats. So you see, we are contributing to the community because all of you contribute to this center. And we tithe out into the community, and we also tithe to headquarters of Centers for Spiritual Living. And the picture I'm holding up is of our board president right here, who is giving the donation to the people who work for HELP. So very proud of that. I just wanted you all to know that it is important that we continue this outreach. And now, yeah, sorry. You'll get up here in a minute. Okay. I want to light the candle today for the fact that we are entering the time of our year when we celebrate the freedom in our country that we have. And part of what I want us to focus on is that we continue to have those freedoms and that we continue to bless and send our love, our protection, and our prayers to all of those who are in the armed services. So we dedicate our candle to that this morning.
Like I'm not up here enough, right? Good morning. My name is Neil. I'm one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here for Spiritual Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. Yeah, I can say that. Please take a moment to make sure that your cell phone is silenced. So we take this opportunity to go within this morning. The other practitioners and I are available after service for a brief moment of prayer on this side of the sanctuary. Please don't leave here with anything on your hearts. We love to pray, and we know that love and prayer works. So please join us after the service if you would like a moment of prayer. Now please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
Coming from the storm to a place where time stands still, the Spirit is reborn. Come into the quiet, take your place among the stars. Come into this place. Come as you You don't need directions to find this place in time. Just head on down the road that's laid before you. Ooh, circle back. Trust that place inside that's calling you home. Come into the quiet, wrap your heart around all the love that's here for you, waiting to be found. Just head on down the road that's laid before you. Ooh, circle back around your heart. You'll find peace of mind. Trust that place inside that's calling you home. Come into the silence say all the things you'd like to hear each and every day.
And so taking a deep breath this morning, we simply settle into that peace that is beyond all understanding. That peace that is at the center of the heart of God. So we know the heart of God, it rests within each one of us. We know that peace, that love, that joy, that harmony, that divine connection that we call God is present right here and right now, by whatever name you choose to give it this morning. I know that this spiritual community is filled with the spirit of divine love, of peace, of joy, of harmony, and of creative intelligence beyond our understanding. And so I know this morning and speak my word for each one of us here this morning, knowing that there is a gift in this morning, in the music, in the community, in the connection, in the message. There is a gift, there is a message for each one of us here this morning. And so I simply invite you to set aside whatever is in the way of receiving that gift this morning. We take this opportunity to settle in, to open up, and truly listen to ourselves, to each other, and to the music and to the message this morning. Knowing that the divine is present and unfolding in great and glorious ways, I simply give thanks for it all. And together we say, and so it is.
Good day to my spiritual family and friends. I am Betty Ann James, and I am a member of the Board of Trustees. And I'm reading a script, and I bring you these announcements. Thursday, July 6th, the Science of Mind discussion group will meet at 9:50 at the home of Emmy for a study of the June issue of Science of Mind, and a potluck lunch follows. Everyone is invited. If you read the Science of Mind magazine, she brought back so much music, and I might see you on this week. Yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you. You have to read that magazine. It was really, really inspirational. The person who wrote the daily messages related to music, every single one of them. And I know my audience related to a lot of those songs that she related to. One of the easiest, most joyful ways to serve CSLB is serving as an usher or a greeter, or once a month, only once a month. So don't think you have to sign up for all 4 and or all 5. Just one will help us out. Okay. If you would like to be a part of this offering team, please see Reverend Carrie and or speak with Neil. For sign up, I think it's over there. In August, Spiritual Living invites their annual SOAR conference, or is going to their annual SOAR conference. This is a conference that a lot of centers from all over the world gather. The food, the interchange that you're getting, it just leaves you, this is July, you'll have it until December. And that's in August through the 11th. I know I'm not reading that script. Okay. So this is at Asilomar, which is a beautiful conference grounds near the Pacific Grove. When you get there, you're among beautiful pine that just steps into the ocean. The conference is filled with inspired speakers, workshops, and awesome music. Asilomar provides comfortable accommodations and good food. But don't play with the raccoons that are up there. I'm serious. There are 6 persons at present that are going, and I know they're going to bring back a lot of that love. After service, check out the books in Carter Hall available for a love offering, and they're on the back counter in Carter Hall. On Tuesday, July 4th, the church office will be closed to celebrate the holiday. The office will be open July 5th and 6th during regular hours, which are from 9 until noon. I get the pleasure of reading, because this is July and we always pick a new person. Sorry, dear, you can't park there anymore. Okay. This volunteer has been chosen by the Board of Trustees. This person always steps up whenever there's a need to be done. This person even takes things home and in front of her computer or TV or with her cat. She even helps us out here. Oh, I said she. Yes, it is a she. Could I ask Lois, please, to stand? Lois Ingram has taught me really what being a spiritual, I express that love person is. Thank you, Lois. And you will be our volunteer. And guess what? You guys can't even negotiate. It's your spot. It's your spot. And thank you for your patience with me this morning.
Thank you, Betty. It's always an adventure to hear the announcements from Betty. You know what, Betty? Would you just stand in front of the first step right here? Because I'm going to need you up here just for a second. You won't need to do anything. So I found that we had certificates to give out, and those people, some of these people were not with us on that Sunday. And so I am giving Betty her certificate for the completion of Spiritual Principles and Practices class. There you go. And now, Emmy, if you would come up here, I have 2 certificates for you. Spiritual Principles and Practice class and the Power of Your Word. Thank you. And our own Adrian Madden, come on down. Yeah, he hurt his ankle this morning, so let's know his wholeness and perfection from his ankle all the way up. Adrian Madden is receiving his certificate from Centers for Spiritual Living for completion of Power of Your Word. Thank you, Vanna. And now I would like to ask for Trina. Would you like to come up? She has something to say to all of us.
My name is Trina. I've been coming here since 2011, 2012. And I just wanted to thank the entire community here at Center for Spiritual Living, the board, and everyone that watches and or wherever you are. Me and my children deeply thank the center for the acceptance and love you have always given us. Since the moment I walked in here as a child to bringing my own children here myself. We have gone through a roller coaster ride, and you have always been here for us, always. No matter how I came in here with them, you took us as we are, and you still do. And they are changing and growing so much, and I really love and appreciate you all for being here for us through all the years and the generosity that you showed them for their graduating, because they are big girls now, and I am done with school. So thank you. I love you all, and I appreciate you.
Pretty card, too. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. All right. Down to the message. No. Hold on. Yes. Let's introduce the musician. Both of them. Today, we are delighted to have Bill McNeese Smith sing a couple of patriotic songs for us. And he is going to be accompanied by the amazingly talented Lavon Jonjorius.
This to all who have served our country. If tomorrow If tomorrow we get I'll wait till tomorrow, actually. Okay. Is Dawn? Let's see here. If tomorrow all the things that are gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to L.A. Well, there's a pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that stuff to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Beautiful. Okay, I have a couple of things that I need to kind of announce before I begin my talk this morning. I just love that song. Thank you for singing that, and thank you for playing for him. So nice to have you here. So one of the things that I want to announce, we're going to be announcing this more as we move toward the date. But on July 23rd, we're going to have a candidating minister here. That's a Sunday, and our church is accepting applications from CSL ministers to candidate for being the minister here at this church. I am a co-spiritual director, bridge minister, according to Home Office, and Neil is the other co-spiritual director. And I'm very thrilled that this center is moving forward the way you always do. And I know that there have been some rocky roads moving along this way, and it seems like a great big deal to have to candidate more ministers and do this all over again. However, I know that the perfect minister is already ready to be the minister at this center. Isn't that right? Yes, okay. So that's July 23rd. So you mark your calendar and plan to be here. And the other thing is that I'm going on vacation. this Thursday afternoon, I'm flying out to Washington State to spend a couple of weeks with my best friend, Dee, who used to be a member here, and she moved away. And so I will be back, but not on the 23rd. I'll be back actually on the 24th, and I'll be here in time for the board meeting. And I will have seen our candidate because I will have the I'll have Zoom access, I'll have YouTube access to see her. So all is well there. Just wanted you to know those two things. We're in a brand new month. Holy moly, what happened? Suddenly it's the 4th of July. Jeez. Now, Centers for Spiritual Living send out outlines for us ministers to use if we want to. And Neil and I have decided to use this month's set of outlines because the annual theme is Living Out Loud, and the theme for this month is Speaking Truth to Consequence. Circumstance. Consequence, circumstance. Yeah. It says so, speaking truth to circumstance. Okay, so this morning my title is Monsters, Inc. How many of you have seen the movie? Oh, good. If you haven't seen that movie, oh my goodness. It's a Disney Pixar animated film that I just adore. It is so wonderful. And it usually makes me cry a little bit at the end. But what we're going to talk about is the fact that monsters seem to be in our life from time to time. Have you ever experienced something that just felt too big? Yeah. And most of the time, those monsters in our life are the perception that we have of them. They're in our mind, and they're really not monsters at all. So I want to tell you a story that might help you understand this a little better. A mother passing by her daughter's bedroom was astonished to see that her bed was nicely made and everything was picked up. And then she saw an envelope propped up prominently on the center of her bed. It was addressed to Mom. So Mom picked it up, and with the worst feeling and premonition, she opened the envelope and began to read the letter with trembling hands. The letter said, "Mom, it is with great regret and sorrow that I'm writing to you. I had to elope with my new boyfriend because I wanted to avoid a scene with you and Dad. I've been finding real passion with John, and he is so nice, even with all of his piercings and his tattoos, his beard, his motorcycle clothes. But it's not just the passion, Mom. I'm pregnant. And John said that we will be very happy. He already owns a trailer in the woods, and he has a stack of firewood for the whole winter. And he wants to have many more children with me, and now that's one of my dreams too. John taught me how to grow marijuana. And he taught me that it really doesn't hurt anyone, and we'll be growing it for us and for trading it with our friends for other things that we want. In the meantime, we'll pray that science will find a cure for AIDS, for John to get better. He sure deserves it. Don't worry, Mom. I'm 15 years old now, and I know how to take care of myself. Someday, I'm sure we'll be back to visit so that you can get to know your grandchildren. Your daughter, Katie. P.S. Mom, none of the above is true. I'm over at the neighbor's house. I just wanted to remind you that there are worse things in life than my report card, which is in my desk drawer. She says, I love you. Call me when it's safe to come home. She created this monster for her mom, didn't she? Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness. In our philosophy, the science of mind, we use a lot of different names for God. And one of the things about our philosophy is that, as Neil said so perfectly last week, we have given up the idea of the white man on the cloud. He has a beard, a book in his lap, and he's checking us off and making sure we're doing okay and all of that. We've given up that anthropomorphic God, and we embrace the God that is infinite, the divine. We call it power, we call it universal mind, we call it creator, we even call it, or sometimes the thing. One of my colleagues says that she uses the word God because it's shorthand for her higher power. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. And singer-songwriter Daniel Nahmod says no matter what we call it, it's all one power, just like we are. Sometimes we use the word power to describe a person. Ooh, that's a powerful person. Sometimes we think of a circumstance as powerful, as our mom did. And we might say that our boss is a powerful person, or the IRS is a powerful organization, or the circumstance I just read is powerful. But when we're thinking this way, what we're doing is building certain people and organizations and circumstances into monsters. We give them power that isn't real. It's our own perception. And when we're in that state of mind, we give away our power to them. Have you ever found yourself in that position where you have given away your power and you kind of fold up? I've been there. The truth is this. I'm going to speak truth to that circumstance. It is impossible for us to give away our power because we are powerful. Just affirm this with me this morning. I am powerful. Turn to somebody else and say, you are powerful. Let's say we are powerful. Yes, we are. Because the reason that we're powerful is because we are spirit in expression. We are spirit in form. And so it's impossible for us to be powerless. In truth, places and things that seem more powerful than us are really no more or no less than we are. Because we are all spirit in form. We are all the power that is within us, because spirit is that infinite presence within us. We know that spirit lives, moves, and has its being throughout all things, right? We believe that. This is what we teach. However, our perception of others being more powerful than we are is actually about them being controlling or dominating or intimidating. My friend and colleague, Reverend David Robinson, writes this: power is simply the ability to get things done. We hear phrases like, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yet, since the only real power in the universe is spirit, that phrase would imply a corrupt infinite. Think about that. If we are thinking that others are corrupting with their power, then we're thinking perhaps that the infinite is corrupt and not powerful. We have to pull this back, folks, and look at the folks that we judge, the people that we talk back to on the television, and just our life in general, and see them as people of power. They are coming from their own essence of the divine that is within them. And sometimes we just want to say, God, love you, you know. But you see, some of these people are actually people who have a high need for control or intimidation. They need to control from the idea of fear. The way for us to stand in our own power is to turn within to recenter ourselves. Ernest Holmes says this: one alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. So all we need to do is turn within to first cause. You see, everything in our life is about cause and effect. And the circumstances that we find ourselves in are the effect of the cause that we gave it with our thought. So, what we need to do is turn within to first cause, which is God, and allow that nature to just flow through us and see past all the smoke and mirrors of all of what seems to be, but it really isn't that. You know, we can take the story out of Scripture, the story of the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt and their subsequent settling into the Promised Land. This is a story of listening to God in the midst of despair, in the midst of cries of the people who were facing challenging circumstances. This story shows the need for the hero, whether it be an individual or a whole group of people, to turn and listen to the power within. Now, I know that we might find ourselves, hopefully not any of us here or online or watching on YouTube, but we might find ourselves in an emergency type situation, like if the building was on fire. We would certainly not go, We would take direction from that inner source that is the wisdom within us, and we would do what is ours to do, whether it be to leave the building, call 911, whatever it is. But we need to remember that we are God in form and expression. And when we come into a circumstance where we need to turn within and just say, what is mine to do next? What do I do next? Then we'll be guided correctly. And oftentimes, we might find ourselves in a situation where that old fight, flight, or freeze response happens to us. And if we want to create real change within ourselves and therefore within our lives, what we can do is remember to just take a moment, take a beat, take a breath, and remember the divine that is within us. And just say, okay. And maybe do an affirmation that says everything is in divine order. Everything. What we're doing is receiving the guidance from that first cause that we know as God, who is guiding us to do that which is perfect for us in every moment. There were times in my life, it feels like a whole other life now. In my other life, I had a marriage to a man who was quite abusive. And I finally got to the place thanks to this teaching, where I could, when he started being his crazy self, I would turn within. I would just stop looking at him necessarily, and I would close my eyes and just turn within, and I would know the truth. First about myself, and then about him. Because I knew that this person was a person who was hurt in earlier circumstances. And he didn't know how else to operate in the world. So he was just operating like he operated. And I did all kinds of prayers and spiritual mind treatments and meditations and affirmations so that he could be healed. And what I received when I turned within was my own healing. So I left. Woohoo! So folks, nothing is really as real as it seems. Monsters can make noise. They can huff and puff and growl and grumble, and we can perceive all that we're looking at is one giant monster, or we can change our perception. And we don't have to stand in opposition to anyone. Everyone on the planet, and maybe even in outer space, I don't know, but everyone on the planet we're all one with each other. We're all brothers and sisters with each other. We are each one the spark of life. We are the spark of the divine. We are the spark of love. Do you believe that this morning? Yes. You are the spark of life. And so is everyone else in the world, no matter what you think of them. They are the spark of God, the spark of life, the spark of love. That'll give you a new way to watch TV, won't it? Especially the news. So when we can get past our fear and their fear, which seems insurmountable at times, we can create a world that works for all. In the Torah, Moses, who performed those amazing wonders, is called the meekest of men. And now in that usage of meekest, it's the one who puts his own doubts and fears aside and listens to Spirit. In doing this, he led the Israelites from captivity to true freedom. Wow. He turned within to lead a group of people from one place to the other. If we allow ourselves to be in the captivity of fear and sadness and around people who are domineering and intimidating, when we allow ourselves to be in that kind of thing, we are allowing ourselves to be led around by that fear. And we are allowing ourselves to tap into the collective consciousness because, like attracts like. Ouch. Done it. Terry Cole Whitaker taught me that one day. God love her. Like attracts like. Something in my consciousness attracted me to my first husband. And then my consciousness outgrew that, and I was attracted to leaving. So you see, we get to turn to that truth that is within us and know that we are the foundation. We are that presence of God in this world. When we turn to that power, we can speak truth to all of those circumstances, and all the monsters will transform, and so will we. I want to read you something that's from page 25 of the Science of Mind textbook, written by Dr. Ernest Holmes. He says, "The divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. All instinctively feel this. We all know that we are free. It's our birthright. The truth points to freedom under universal spiritual law. The truth points us to freedom. Thus, the inherent nature of each person, each one of us, is forever seeking to express in terms of freedom, and we will do well to listen to this inner voice, for it tells us of a life wonderful in its scope, and a love beyond our fondest dreams, and of a freedom that the soul craves." And so it is. And now, Bill McNee-Smith and Levon Jandorius. No prayer? Oh, yes, prayer. Sit. I just can't keep track of myself today. But that's okay. It's not a monster. Our practitioners are up here to hold consciousness as we enter into this prayer. And so I just want to allow us to really turn within to that infinite space that is the core of our being, that presence and power that is everywhere present throughout the universe. It is that presence and power that is all creative, that is everywhere within every form of life, all that we can see and all that we can't see. This beautiful spirit is with us, in us, expressing through and as us. We are created from that infinite life that is the divine. We are created from all that is. And I know that this creation that we are, we know and appreciate that infinite presence that is at the core of our being, and the infinite presence that is at the core of everyone we love, everyone we think of, everyone we meet. And so in this oneness, I speak my word, and I know the absolute truth that we are all surrounded by and filled by the sense of the divine that is joy, that is love, that is compassion, that wisdom and life. We are that. And I know that in this knowing, there is wholeness within us and within all people. I speak my word to know the truth about each of us, that as we move through this day and all the days before us, that we do so in such a way that we touch the hearts and the lives of all of those people we meet and see. And I know that our light, that beautiful light that is love and joy and wisdom, peace, is spread from us out to others and from them out to others, like the rippling of the rock thrown in the lake. It ripples out. I speak my word for each person in this divine life of ours who may be hungry, who may be without shelter, who might be feeling lonely and sad. I speak my word to know that all of that is simply appearances, effects. And we release all of that and know that these people are all surrounded by that infinite love that is always bringing to them everything that they need. Everything that we need and desire is already ours through the working of that creative law that is so beautiful and so perfect. I give thanks knowing that my word is being acted upon by that law this morning. And I give thanks knowing that all is well with each of us and with everyone we love. So I give thanks for it all. And in this space of gratitude, I take the time to release my words and hand it over to the law, who always says yes. And I know that all is done perfectly and completely. And we simply allow it to be as we say together, and so it is. Ooh. And now.
Well, I was glad I could sing first. Now it's your turn. We've passed the words to "This land is your land," and I'd like you all to sing along with it. It's if you know Woody Guthrie, who wrote this, was a folk singer who sang things as they were, and sometimes created a lot of conflict along the way. But he loved America, and I think this is probably the song that's always lived after him. So sing along with me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless byway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from a redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Very good.
It is now time for us. Thank you so much. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Yeah. It's time for us now to enter into our joyful giving. This is where we get to give to our center with our gifts, our tithes, our offerings. If you are online this morning, you can go right to our website at cslbeaumont.org. Scroll down a little bit, tap on Give, and you can give your tithe that way. Or for all of us, we can go to our cell phones and send a message to 951-420-6909. Text GIVE, and it will set you up for giving by text. It is so simple. Now, if you have given online today, or if you don't have a gift to give today, you can simply bless the offering plate as it comes along. And now I'm going to have the ushers come forward as we repeat our abundance of affirmation. It should be up there. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you, God, for everything.
And I want to thank all of you for everything that you give to our center in the form of your tithes and offerings and in the form of your service. I want us to take a moment to show our love for our ushers today who took the offering. Betty Ann helping Jasmine do that, who loves to take part in this kind of thing, and for our volunteer of the month, Lois. So let's give them some love. And as we said, there is a sign-up sheet if you would like to participate in our usher and greeter team. We certainly do need some more faces on that team. Now we're going to stand to sing our closing song, and if you are comfortable doing so, we gather in a circle and hold hands and sing. But if you would rather just sit in the chair and enjoy what you hear, that's fine too.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
All right, let's put your hand over your heart if you want to and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It's happening in my mind.
It's happening in my mind.
It's happening in my body.
It's happening in my body.
It's happening in every area of my life.
It's happening in every area of my life.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I know it.
I know it.
I am it.
I am it.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Woohoo!
Yay.